We're back in the review to the new Edward Scissorhands bundle. So this is probably one of the most obscure and strangest collabs we've had in this game. We'll talk about it when we get in it and why I think it is pretty obscure and strange. But anyways, this bundle is 2,500 V-Bucks. We have the Edward Scissor Hands skin with the T-Rex Topiary backbling there. The Scissor Hands pickaxe that is not built in. Really happy to see that. The Ice Sculpture built or not built in emote that is synced and like you can have people join and stuff. And the Edward Axe Hands. Um, for the guitar. I thought it was called something else before. I thought it was like Edward six string something hands or something. I don't know, 6-string hands or something. But I guess they changed the name to Edward Axe Hands. Okay, lot to talk about. The skin alone with you also get if you just buy the skin, no pick or. So okay, let me talk about the bundle quickly. So 2,500, you get everything and then the guitar, right? If you just want the skin, you also have to get the pickaxe, of course, and the emote, which is 2,000 V-Bucks, right? If you want the guitar separately, it's 1,000. So they're kind of starting to do something where if you don't want the instrument, you could just buy the set, kinda. It's like a semi-bundle that just has the skin, the backbling, the pickaxe, and the emote. Very interesting, but you can't just buy just the skin alone. But I think that's fine. I don't think that's really anything to worry about. But yeah, other than that, just get into it.
Hey gamers, remember to subscribe, like, comment, share. Check that description for all the other social media platforms. Now back to the video.
All right, so here is the Edward Scissor Hands skin with the Scissor Hands pickaxe. Pull out. Swing. Okay. It's not. I don't know. I think it's like Wolverine or just even like dualies, but it's on the hand. Very interesting. I'm very interested to see what this kind of looks like with other skins, and also to put different pickaxes in his hand because he does have the scissors. If you don't have the pickaxe on, which is really interesting. So let's do impact here though. Yeah, it doesn't nothing crazy for the impact there. Nothing crazy there, really. Impact there, yeah, it's just like the normal, I think, Captain America kind of. Yeah, all right, nothing crazy with the pickaxes. They just look cool. Like so far, this is the closest things we have to like the Freddy Krueger gloves. All right, ADS. That looks so fucking strange with the hands. ADS looks fine. I don't really think the hair might get in your way, but I think it should be fine. But damn, that ADS is something else, or with the hands. That is something else, dude. That is so weird. It clips through fucking everything. But like, I mean, it like, the SMG, it doesn't look too bad, you know? Or, like, yeah, it kind of clips there. The pinky does, definitely. I guess like ADS with this skin, the scissors do kind of block your view a little bit, but like that's just so strange. It's might be one of the weirdest, I guess, hands or in the game. One of the most strangest models in the game because of those.
Quick thing I kind of forgot to mention, I don't really use the new weapons when I do reviews, because normally the hands don't really affect anything, and ADS should normally be fine with that, so I've never really wanted to put the newer weapons with the attachments in the review island. But because Edward has scissors for hands, his ADS is a little interesting with some of the new weapons, let's just say that. Credit to iTalk for this because I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, a little annoying there, I will say. But it makes sense. But oh, it's gonna be a little annoying to use a skin now after that. Let's just say that. It sucks too because I really like the skin, but yeah, a little annoying that that is a thing. But it makes sense. I don't know how bad it will be. It's just gonna vary. I'm just gonna have to play and see how bad it really truly will be. with the ADS and the attachments.
So here's the Ice Sculptor emote here. So I'm 99% sure this is the original music, the Danny Elfman score from the movie. I'm like 99% sure that is the original and not like a Fortnite version, which is really cool. Danny Elfman makes some of the best scores of all time, so I'm happy we have some type of Danny Elfman rep in the game with this emote here. So the interactivity or whatever, the synced emote portion. So if I do the emote, so it does like kind of the dance that Winona Ryder does in the movie. Not really. I feel like they could have done a bit better with that. I won't lie. It's more just like awe-inspiring of the snow. It doesn't look like it's trying to mimic the Winona Ryder dance, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Also, I want to point out the ice sculpture being this small. I think it's a little stupid. They could have easily made it bigger. They could have made it bigger. They could have just, made it like a decent size, like even the same size as Edward here. Sculpture. I don't know why it's that small. I think that's a little stupid, but other than that, I really like the emote, especially just because of the Danny Elfman music. I'm really glad we have some type of rep of his music in the game. So really fucking cool there. All right, so here is the Edward Axe Hands instrument here. The lead, I think it is. Yeah, it's a lead. So here's the instrument, of course. You'll see it in this, of course, the jam thing, and then main standard, of course. I've said multiple times that I'm not a big fan of instruments and bundles, but I'm happy that they're trying something new here with, okay, there's the bundle, you can get the instrument and everything, but you could also just get the skin and all the other stuff, but you can't buy everything separately, right? A little disappointed with that, but I don't think it's too bad. I'll talk about that later, but let's just focus on the instrument here. 1,000 alone for this is steep. If you're gonna get everything, it's not too bad. It would be about 500. So yeah, I don't think the instrument is horrible. I actually think it kind of looks cool. Like it's very like just interesting. It's got those spikes. It's got that the goth aesthetic, of course. It doesn't look bad. I actually don't hate it. Will I use it? I don't know. We'll see. It's just such an interesting instrument. He looks fucking goofy as shit. It's running away though. Let's just say that. But I don't mind the instrument. I don't think it's actually that bad. Will most people buy it? Probably not. Would I have bought it if I wasn't gonna get this? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's just a weird instrument. To me, it's a throw-in at this point. Instruments, and I still think they're a little overpriced, especially this one, 1,000. But I don't mind the design. I think it does look kind of cool. It's weird that the fucking Edward Scissorhand gets an instrument. It's just so fucking random. Um, but yeah, here it is. I don't hate it, actually. Like I said, I don't think it's that bad. But yeah, you could pass if you really don't want the instrument. So yeah. All right, so I just wanted to show a different skin off with the pickaxes. So here's Jack. I think it's obvious why I picked Jack here. So it looks like a glove. Like it looks like a glove that he would just put on instead of it built onto the skin. So here's the pullout. It doesn't look bad. Like maybe with Jack it's probably not the best because he has skeleton hands, but I think it's good enough. But yeah, it's like a normal glove. You would think like the Wolverine glove or something. That's kind of what I pair it to. But yeah, it doesn't look horrible with another skin. So if you're trying to make like a Freddy Krueger, like bootleg Freddy Krueger right now, then yeah, you could use these for a bootleg Freddy Krueger. So yeah, they don't look horrible though. All right, so here's what Edward looks like with a different pickaxe. I chose this one because I think it's like the most interesting one, where the impact would look different. Or not impact, but the holding of it would look different because you have the shield on one side and you have the normal pickaxe on the other. So here's that. So it looks fine. It does look like he's actually holding it with his scissor hands. Yeah, it doesn't look horrible. So that's just kind of what it would look like if you're using a different pickaxe with Edward there. But yeah, here's what the skin looks like without the backbling also here. And yeah, so let's talk about this collab. This is probably, I would say, the most interesting collab we've had in this game. There's a lot of characters that I think that have gotten in this game are a little weird or kind of obscure. Like, let's say, like Mike Lowry, right? The Will Smith character, the Will Smith rep kind of in this game. But the thing about that skin, it came out around the time we got a new Bad Boys movie, so I don't think it was that far fetched. You could also say, like, oh, we've gotten some older skins, like, let's say the Terminator stuff. But, like, that's a pretty big franchise, you know? Like, the main two original movies are very iconic, right? It's kind of like the Star Wars thing, right? Like those original movies are very iconic. Everyone knows those characters. So even if we got them in the game, it just makes sense. Like getting Arnold and stuff. Like, yeah, it's the original version of Arnold, but the movies are still going and people love these original movies. You know, they're iconic. They're franchises. They make sense. Even Jack Skellington, right, with the Nightmare Before Christmas, they have not gotten a movie since the original movie. Yes, they've had different appearances in either video games like Kingdom Hearts, or they had the original video game on the PS2, you know, and then they've also had their appearances in this game, of course, too. But I feel like with Nightmare, it's just kind of like a thing that Disney likes pushing. It's like their flagship Halloween characters at this point, just because how popular they are now, right? So I feel like getting in the game just makes a lot of sense too. This skin, on the other hand, has not gotten a movie since the original movie and barely gets referenced. And yeah, it's just a strange collab. This is one of the most strangest collab. It also, I want to point something out that Edward Scissorhands is not a Halloween movie and isn't really scary until one scene. I would say towards the end, if yeah, I would say that's like the only thing that like happens. It's like, wow, he did that, right? But uh, it's a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie at heart. The last like maybe 30, 40 minutes is like set around Christmas. And that's kind of the point of the emote, right? Little strange getting him during a Halloween event. I don't know. Did they just think like, yes, Tim Burton, the guy that did Nightmare, even though he didn't, he produced it. He still created the original book, of course, but and his original illustrations, of course. But they're like, oh yes, the original guy that did Nightmare. Let's just put more Tim Burton shit in the game. And they couldn't get Beetlejuice probably because Warner Brothers is doing whatever the fuck they're doing right now. But that might change soon, I hope. So they were probably gonna go for Beetlejuice, and they're like, "Fuck, we can't get Beetlejuice. Let's do the next best in. Let's get Edward Scissorhands, even though it has nothing to do with the holiday." Very strange. Very strange. Am I happy that we got him? Yeah, he's such a weird collab that I don't think will come back that much. I really don't. He's just such a strange character to get in the game. Um, but I love his pickaxe. I love the emote. I like the skin. The only problem I have with the skin really is no edit styles. A little disappointing. I know this is his iconic outfit, but majority of the movie he's in that like normal like human clothing, but with like the little like safety pins to hold up the straps because he snipped them off with his scissors earlier in the movie. So that would have been kind of cool to get a couple different edit styles because he's not in this for majority of the movie really. It's in the beginning of the movie, some of the flashbacks, and towards the end. That's about it that we see him in this outfit. But it's more about the normal. He's in the normal clothing majority of the movie, but yeah, I feel like that's a little missed opportunity with no edit styles for the skin, personally. But other than that, should you buy the bundle? So I think you should skip the bundle if you don't really like the instrument. I think the instrument's a little cool. Like I said, I think it's kind of cool. It looks cool. I don't mind it. But I've always said, like, I'm the big festival guy, and I don't think instruments should be in bundles. And I don't think so. I think they should be their own separate thing. So this is, I think, a good idea to put, oh, if you just want the Edward Scissorhands stuff and for the Battle Royale stuff, yeah, it's all in that. You just buy the 2000, and yeah, you don't need to buy anything else. But if you want the extra instrument, then you can buy the full bundle. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of them doing the oh, you have to buy everything if you want the skin. But I get why, you know, the skin, 2000, right? You get the skin, you get the back bling, because you would be 1,500, maybe 1,600, 1,800, maybe if they included the pickaxe. So yeah, making it rounding up to 2,000, you also get the emo, and then you have the pickaxe in there. I don't think it's that bad personally. I think that's fine. Whatever. But yeah, other than that, that's really about it for the Edward Scissorhands bundle. See ya.